The weather has been just beautiful the last 2 weeks, and it's allowed us to get out for a daily walk or bike ride. What I've included here is myself and Diane just out for usually the same walk, varying distances, but you get an idea from the pictures here of the trek we usually take. And the scenery at times is beautiful, especially with some of the different things the city has done with the flowers around the city. And the scenery is really nice in the evening as we watch the sunset in the city of Fort McMurray as we go for a nightly or evening walk. The time of this picture was taken shortly before 10:30 in the evening. This is a bit of a longer route that I took by myself one day, and ended up going for about 5 kilometer bike ride throughout the city, and then came back home later that afternoon. Also during this stay in Fort McMurray, I've taken on a bit of a gardening job in my son-in-law's backyard, and my responsibility is to keep the garden growing, so to speak. And so daily I try to water it and those kind of things. But here in the pictures you're seeing now is a little project my daughter wants me to do for her, and we'll do that next week when the weather gets a little cooler. But I've started it there, and now you see some raspberry plants here that are ready to bear some fruit. Here you see some sweet potatoes that he has planted, and I'm supposed to keep them watered. A little bit of dill here growing, and then I put in a few beds here of beets that haven't broken the surface yet. Here's some peas that he has put in, and a bit of rhubarb here that has already had 2 cuttings. So overall he has a very nice garden in the confined space that he has available to them in their backyard. So that's what I do on a daily basis, trying to provide some water during this dry time, as well as getting some walks in on a daily basis. Overall, it's been a good few days here in Fort McMurray with a couple of travels down south. Here you see a magpie that was out on our walk last night, and he was not one bit concerned about myself taking his picture, and he was just looking for some food, and he continued to do that while I got closer to him, and then he went and scurried off a little bit further away. We continued our walk and came back to our residence before getting a water and just relaxing before going to bed last evening.